Napheesa Collier's teammate makes bold claim on Caitlin Clark ahead of WNBA All-Star Clash. It has been a struggle to recreate the magic of her rookie year for Caitlin Clark. Suffering a fourth muscle injury accounts for that. But while that alone has been tough, what's made things even harder is her declining three-point shooting. She's gone 11-4-49 from deep in her last 6 games. And yes, we're talking about the same Caitlin Clark who once buried shots effortlessly from 35 feet. So, you know something's off. But still, would you have bet on her to dominate the three-point contest this season? It's a yes, at least if you ask Napheesa Collier's teammate. And she's got a solid reason. Sure, Clark has played in just 13 of the Fever's 22 games so far, averaging 16.5 points, 8.8 assists, and 5 rebounds per game. But the ESPY's Player of the Year is still the same CC we've known since her Iowa days. Remember when Stephen Curry said, "No shot is a bad shot when you can shoot it as well as she can." When you watch them play, she just adds the element of surprise that you can't really game plan for. Because it's so unseen in the sense of when she crosses half court, she's in her range? That's coming from the NBA's all-time leader in career three-pointers. Well, playing against Liberty just this season, we've seen her nail shots from 30 feet range. Remember her first game this year against the Brazilian national team? It was at the nostalgic Carver Hawkeye Arena, and in the third quarter, she hit a 36-foot heave, right from behind her NCAA record-breaking spot. Her trademark move ignited the crowd. Looks like Kayla McBride was sold on it too. Because when McBride was asked about this season's three-point contest picks, she didn't hesitate. "I had my money on Caitlin, for sure," she said. Well, the replacement for Ryan Howard on Team Collier knew just how eagerly anticipated Clark's three-point contest debut was, especially after the former Hawkeye opted out of last year's and then again against her NBA counterparts to make her WNBA debut in front of her new home crowd in Indianapolis. But before she could even step into this year's event, the 23-year-old was ruled out with the same groin injury sustained in her last game against the Connecticut Sun. The hopes had lingered after head coach Stephanie White described her as day-to-day. But Clark later shared in a team statement, "I am incredibly sad and disappointed to say I can't participate in the three-point contest or the All-Star game. I have to rest my body." But that aside, McBride understood the show must go on. So, while Clark sits out, the Lynx star turned her attention to those still in the race. And when it came to picking her winner, she didn't go with the reigning champ. Kayla McBride chose loyalty over legacy. Despite Sabrina Ionescu's historic resume and record-breaking performance in the 2023 WNBA Starry three-point contest, Kayla McBride didn't hesitate when choosing a name for the 2025 contest. Instead of siding with the reigning champ, she went with her gut and her experience by backing Kelsey Plum. "My dark horse is Plum," McBride revealed. "Because it takes stamina to do the goddamn three-point contest. That shit can catch you off guard." Well, yes, this year's All-Star contest included not just the traditional 5 racks around the arc, but also 2 extended starry range stations worth 4 points, which demanded more movement and deeper shooting than ever. And that added pressure meant players needed more than just accuracy, pacing, stamina, and experience, while Ionescu remains the standard, scoring a historic 37 of 40 points in 2023 with 20 straight makes. McBride's pick might not be far off. Plum, with a career 3P% over 38% and solid regular season numbers in 2025, brings a level of composure. "That could mess you up too," McBride said, referring to the required movement across racks. After all, we've seen Plum Dog nailing 37, the most points in a season opener in W's history, a record which was on the same day made by Collier with 34 points and later broken by Plum. So, you know this wasn't just about favoring a friend. "I just know my Plum Dog, she's going to hold it down," McBride concluded. And yes, with the new contest format demanding a different kind of elite shooter, Plum just might be the most dangerous underdog in the field. But is it enough to overtake Ionescu?